My name is Jacob, and for my Sociolinguistics Fall 2017 final project, I focused on Albanian speakers who also speak English. I have been interested in seeing if different language or linguistic upbringings affect these speakers' language ideologies on either of their languages. How does the upbringing of someone who speaks Albanian as their first language and English as their second language change their language ideologies, and how does the upbringing of someone who speaks English and Albanian both as their first language affect their language ideologies surrounding both of their languages. One of my informants was Arisa Liko, who is an Albanian immigrant. She came to the United States when she was 8 years old in 2008 with her parents. They came to the United States as a family. She grew up speaking Albanian, but when she got to the United States and entered the US education system, she began learning English from there. So if you just want to talk about how you see the two languages that you speak, and if you, again, like value one over the other, just tell me about how.
Well, like English, the only place I speak it at is would be at school. If I need to go to the store or something, or if I'm talking to you guys. Well, it's mainly for while I'm at home. Like my parents expect that. I only speak Albanian to them, but also I use Albanian to stay connected with other family members back home.
Mm-hmm.
And I value Albanian more than I value English because it's only roughly 3 million people speak it, and it's not very popular as English would be. But also English is more useful out there because a lot of countries in the world, and every airport out there has those signs in English, and it's very useful wherever you go.
How did you learn English?
I have no idea.
Were you just thrown in?
Yeah, I was kind of just tossed in and be swim in the pool. I don't even remember. It took me 3 months though. I'm still learning it. I don't know everything, and there are words that my peers know that I don't know. But that's because all I do is speak English. I don't also I only use English in school. I don't practice it outside of school, so I only know the basics of English. But yeah. So when it comes to vocabulary, my vocabulary isn't as strong as your vocabulary.
My second informant was Erica Kirka, who was born in the United States, but whose parents immigrated to the United States a few months before she was born. Erica speaks both English and Albanian as her first language. She grew up learning both English and Albanian simultaneously. I was able to conduct a face-to-face interview with Erica, but the footage and the audio saved in a way where you couldn't hear Erica, so I'm just going to give a summary of what I learned. I asked Erica how she saw the two languages that she spoke, English and Albanian, and whether or not she valued either language in a different way. She said she values Albanian in a way that is to a greater degree than she values English. Albanian, as she said, is the language that connects her to her family in the United States, and also the family that is still in Albania. English is the language that she has to learn, that she had to learn in order to live in the United States. So she connects more importance to Albanian. And I also asked Erica how she learned English, because she informed me that she learned both of the languages at the same time. She mentioned that Albanian was the language of her household, and that she did pick up on Albanian just by hearing it in the house, but her parents also made it an effort to do simple things like read Erica books that were in English and play television shows that were dubbed in English or that were originally in English, so Erica could pick up on both Albanian and English at the same time. After conducting my research, I concluded that the different language upbringings of Albanian and English speakers don't necessarily change their language ideologies. Someone who speaks English as her second language and Albanian as her first language still sees Albanian as more important, and someone who speaks both languages as her first language still sees Albanian as the more important language. I hope to expand on this research by reaching out to more Albanian and English speakers, because two informants is useful but not useful enough for strong and valid research. And I also hope to extend my research to people who are bilingual or multilingual in languages outside of English and Albanian.